Yes, Lilas, yes, I'm with you. Okay. The last thing that we stopped at was in Unit 6, we have the auxiliary verbs with but and. Okay, here we said, if you remember, Salif, it's on page 84, I think. Let me check. I think it is on page 84. Yes, page 84. Right. In the auxiliary verb, in the grammar here, we have auxiliary verbs after but and. Okay, just to remind you, Thalith, we said that if we have but, subject, and then the auxiliary, okay, it means that me and someone else, we don't share the same thing. We don't have the same thing, okay? But with and, no, we share the same thing. We share the things that we like or the things that we don't like. If we share the things that we like, then it's a positive sentence, which is affirmative. It means I have to use to. If I share something with someone else, okay, and the sentence is negative, I'm going to use either. Okay, type. I'm going to give you a question and see yourself if you remember this grammar or not. For example, A and B and C. What do you think? Send me your answer in the chat privately. My mother cooks the dinner, but my sister does not, or my sister does, or my sister is not. What do you think? Very good, Yaqeen. Very good, Lilas. What about the rest? Do you want to see if you remember the grammar or not? Try to answer. Just by seeing, but you have the answer. My mother cooks the dinner, but of course, as you said, it is very good, Sumaya. My sister does not. Why we used my sister does not? Because cooks is what? It is a main verb. طيب أنا لما أستخدمه هنا في الأخير لازم أستخدم auxiliary verb. فالمقابل لcooks هو والذي يناسب my sister is does. Okay? And I have to make it negative. Why I have to make it negative? Because I don't share the same thing, or this person does not share the same thing. My mother cooks the dinner, but my sister does not cook the dinner. Another question. For example, A and C. Which one is the correct answer? She is a student and her friend is not. Her friend is too. Her friend does. Again, لو نظرتي لأند معظم الإجابة ستعرفينها لو افتكرتي grammar and. Very good, Yaqeen. Excellent. If I used and, it means two people, they share the same thing. لكن but لا. Two people, they don't share the same thing. One is the opposite than the other. And we should have the same thing. What do you think, Khalid? She is a student and her friend is not. Her friend is too, or her friend does. Very good, Lilas. So it's going to be her friend is too. Why we chose her friend is too? Because first of all, I see and the sentence is affirmative. So the part here should be also affirmative. عكس but يا ثالث. في but إذا كانت الجملة affirmative إذا ما بعد but لازم يكون negative عكس بعض. صح؟ لكن with and no. If it was negative, it should be here negative. If it was affirmative, it should be here affirmative. Okay, another example. See yourself here. What do you think? They don't play outside. And we do too, we do either, or we don't either. What do you think? Very good, Lilas. What do you think, Thalith? Very good, Yaqeen. Yes, Raneem, very good. Yes. So the correct answer is they don't play outside and we don't either. Right, and? Okay. So pay attention here, Sumaya. I see and the sentence is negative. So the part after and should be negative. هذا قبل أن أرى الاختيارات. Okay. Then if I have here don't, of course here I should have don't. The same thing. We don't. And that's it. Very simple. Okay. Take a screenshot, please, if you want. Going to erase this. Okay. The next thing here is the vocabulary. As I told you, the vocabulary as in two ways, whether you are going to write the meaning or as in here, we don't have the meaning of the word, but you just have to understand its meaning in order if I bring it in a sentence and choose the correct one. طبعا أنا نسيت يا ثالث إني أضع الفوكابلري ما بعد conversation، لكن أتوقع أنكم تعرفون إنها أيضا معنى الفوكابلري ما بعد conversation. Okay, the next thing that we have, the conditional sentence with when and unless. It is on unit 5, okay, for meaning and function. Now, here we said that when and if they are the same thing in conditional sentence, جملة شرطية, they are the same thing, okay? But unless has a different situation. In unless, طبعا جملة if اللي هي الفعل ما بعد if لازم يكون present simple. هذا اتفقنا عليه يا ثالث من قبل في القاعدة التي قبلها. جملة if أو جملة when أو جملة unless أو الفعل ما بعد unless ما بعد when ما بعد if لازم يكون present simple. جواب الشرط هو المختلف، يا إما يكون future يا إما يكون also present simple يا إما يكون may or might. طيب, I will give you a question and see yourself. Clean the room. You go with us. A, when, and B, where maybe, and C, unless. What do you think? You clean your room, you go with us. Very good, Ilaf. You clean your room, or the room, you go with us. What do you think, Thalith? Are you sure, يقين? Very good, Sumaya. Very good, يقين. Yes. Very good, Ranim. Yes. Excellent. I like that you still remember, mashallah. So here, of course, we're going to have when. Where I cannot use it because it's related to the place, and here we're not talking about the place. And I cannot use where because it's related to the place. Unless لا أستطيع أن أستخدمها هنا. لماذا؟ لأنه جواب الشرط في unless, if you remember, we said that it should be a negative sentence. If you have your book, please pay attention to this in order not to forget. It should be in a negative sentence. For example, I will give you a question. What do you think? Unless you clean your room, you go with us. You wouldn't, will not, or could. What do you think? Are you sure, Ilaf? Look at the tense. نحن قلنا أن جملة unless should be in the present simple. لما تكون الجملة الشرطية في present simple كيف يكون الاختيار؟ Are you sure, Lilas? Yes, Lilas and Ilaf. So, the correct answer here, very good, Ranim, it's going to be will not. Why يا ثالث we chose will not ولم نستخدم wouldn't؟ إذا تفتكري قلنا إنه الجملة الشرطية لازم تكون كلها في نفس المستوى. يعني إذا كانت الجملة الشرطية في present simple, as we said that all of it is going to be in the present simple, جواب الشرط الذي هنا رح يكون عندك خيارين. يا إما تجعليه في present simple, okay, أو تجعليه في future. Okay, future I mean future اللي هو future not the past of the future, لا present of the future. would هي الماضي من will, could هي الماضي من can. So both of them are not correct. I cannot use them. I have only will not to use here. You see? يعني فقط في حالات خاصة لو كان هنا مثلا cleaned your room ممكن كان استخدمت would or could. لكن هنا in the present simple, so I have only two choices. Present simple, verb in the present simple, or the future, which is will. Clear? وضحت الصورة الآن؟ طيب, if you would like, please take a screenshot. I'm going to erase this. Here ثالث in I would rather and I would prefer. I just need you to know that يعني فقط أريدك تعرف الاختصار. I'd rather اختصارها I would rather, okay, or I would rather اختصارها I'd rather. نفس الشيء اللي I'd prefer اختصارها I would prefer. This is the only thing that you should know about this. للتكملة للconditional sentences here. Here we're going, as we said, جملة if لازم تكون في present simple. لكن the result of the conditional sentence, whether it's going to be in the present, and we call it zero type, if you remember, and it's going to be in the future and may and might. may and might ممكن نحسبهم من الفيوتشر. طيب معلمة, كيف أعرف في الاختبار إنه الآن أنت تقصدين جواب الشرط لازم يكون present simple أو جواب الشرط لازم يكون future أو may or might؟ هذه القاعدة تعتمد على الاختيار نفسه. يعني I will give you now a question and you can tell me. What do you think? If she studies, she gets the full mark. May, did, or don't? What do you think? If she studies, she gets the full mark. Very good, Yaqeen. Very good, Ilaf and Raneem. Are you sure, Sumaya? If she studies, are you sure, Zainab? She gets the full mark. I have if sentence, and it is in the present, as I have. The only choice that is acceptable for me to choose is she may get the full mark. I cannot use did in the past. I cannot use don't لأنه don't لا تأتي مع شيء. Okay, I will give another example. رأيتي هنا فقط تعتمد على الخيارات. Not done, not. What do you think? If they sleep early, they wake up early. Doesn't, will, or couldn't? What do you think? Very good, Ilaf. Very good, Yaqeen. Yes, Sumaya, very good. And Raneem, yes, very good. So the correct answer would be, if they sleep early, they will wake up early. I cannot use does, it cannot come with they. Could is in the past, I cannot use it because here it's in the present. So it's only will. Simple? Take a screenshot, please, if you want. If I'm going to bring this grammar, it's going to be like this. You have just to pay attention to the choices that you have. And also here we have the vocabulary. As I told you, the way on how it's going to be in the exam. Type. Then we have the grammar of unit 5, which is the adverb clauses. طبعا لا يخوفكم الشكل انها هكذا، هي فقط امثلتها كثيره لكنها قاعده سهله جدا جدا. If you want to remember it, قسميها على حسب الطريقه. يعني here which one I use or which adverbs that I use for reason, to give a reason, بسبب, or to give the purpose of something, the goal of something, or to give the conditions, شروط, if or even if, or if I'm talking about a place. Right, I'm going to give you a question. See yourself, Salif. What do you think? I see this restaurant, I go. Because, everywhere, even if. What do you think? Very good, Yaqeen. Very good, Ilaf. What do you think? Yes, very good, Raneem. So the correct answer here, I see this restaurant, everywhere I go. I'm talking here about a place. That's why I'm going to use what everywhere. Right. I will give you another question. See yourself. What do you think? I am tired. I'm going to help my mother because, since, or even if. Very good, Raneem. What do you think, Thalith? I am tired. I'm going to help my mother. Very good, Ilaf. طيب حاولي تركزي في معنى الجملة. I am tired. Okay. I'm going to help my mother. Is it to give a reason? Because I am tired, I'm going to help my mother. هل تصبح صحيحة إذا قلت because or since؟ لأن because و since نفس الشيء. Because و since استخدمهم to give a reason. Because, oh, what happens here? Here, because and since I use them to give a reason. Okay, so am I giving a reason here? هل أنا هنا أعطي سبب? No. طيب, do you know the meaning of even if? Even if. Even if يعني بالرغم من أو حتى مع أنه هكذا كأني أقول. Okay, yes, حتى وإن. So even if I'm tired, okay, I'm going to help my mother. Yes, I am tired. What's wrong? Yes, I am tired, but I'm going to help my mother. So even يعني حتى وإن كنت متعبة, I'm going to help my mother. Is it clear, Thalith? What's wrong here? Right. One more question. I don't know what happened to this. One more question here. Something really important. I was late. The traffic. A, because. B, because of. And C, what do you think? I was late. The traffic. Because of, or since. يوجد شيء أخبرناه إذا تفتكرون وقت ما شرحنا الجرامر. كلها للreason. because of, since. كلهم to give a reason. لكن يوجد اختلاف. Very good, Ilaf. ثالث, what do you think? Very good. No, Yaqeen, are you sure? So just because we have 5 minutes. I was late and then the traffic. هنا الجواب يتأثر بما بعد الفراغ. The traffic is a noun. Okay. All of them, I use them to give a reason. Okay. But here I have because of is the correct answer. Remember what we said about because of? هنا مكتوبة في الكتاب. I use because of because if after it was a noun. The traffic is a noun. That's why I use because of. لا أستطيع صح أنا الآن أعطي سبب لماذا أنا متأخرة. لكن because of I use it because the traffic is a noun. طيب if I use the same sentence but in another way. يعني I said I was late. I didn't wake up early. And I have A because and B because of and C ممكن so that. What do you think? I was late. I didn't wake up early. What do you think now for this one? Yes, very good, Ilaf. Hatalit, what do you think? I was late. I didn't wake up early. Are you sure, Yaqeen? Yes, Raneem, very good. Here, the only correct answer, why I was late? Because, yes, because I didn't wake up early. هنا لا يوجد noun ما بعد الفراغ. هنا يوجد ماذا؟ Subject, a verb. If I have a subject and then a verb, I can use because, here because. I can use since. لذلك أنا مسحت since هنا لأنه because وsince سيصبح نفس الجواب. فيكون اختيارين صحيحة. طيب, that's why here I used only here because. Okay, here only because it's a noun. Subject and a verb, I have to use because, I have to use since, anything. Clear? طيب, take a screenshot, please. Also here we have vocabulary. I think we are done with, let me check. We are done with unit 5. Unit 6 and 5, we are done with them. Yes. As I told you, نحن نعدي صح من ال vocabulary في conversation, but don't forget it is this one. دائما يكون هكذا بعد conversation. طيب, since we don't have time.
vocabulary conversation مهم.
Yes, معنا الفوكابلري الذي ما بعد conversation. Yes, معنا. طيب, tomorrow inshallah we're going to start with unit 4 and I hope we can finish unit 4 and 3. Okay, let me take the attendance. We are done and then you are free to go. Okay, Dania, I think she's absent. Raneem is here. Hiba, are you here, Hiba? Yes, okay. Lamar Raddadi, I think she's absent. And Dana Rehali, I think she's here, Dana.
Yes.
And North Jarbo, are you here, North? She's absent. Raha is absent also. Lamar Rajih.
Yes, teacher.
And Lilas is here. Ilaf is here. Jumana, I think she's absent. Zainab is here. Bara'a and Dina, are you here? They are absent. Yaqeen is here. Sumaya is here. Ola, I think also Ola is absent. Manar, Sara al-Qadi, Raghda. I think all of them are absent. Okay, thank you for coming and participating. Bye-bye, have a nice day.